Hi, and welcome back to San Francisco. I'm Captain David with Spinnaker Sailing here at Pier 40. We're close to concluding our videos on prepping you for your ASA 101 Basic Keelboat class. Today, we are going to go through the process of raising the main. Depending on the conditions, raising the main on the Andrews 21 can be a little tricky. I'm going to show you a safe method and a couple of tricks to make it as simple as possible. So before we do that, if you found these videos helpful, hit like and subscribe to our channel. It's a great way to support us and it's free. Also, put a comment down below and let us know what you think of the videos and if there's something you'd like to see in the future. And yes, while most of these videos have been tutorials, we will be taking our cameras out on the water. Before leaving the dock, we could prep the main. We've already removed the sail cover and stowed that down below. Now remember, on the Andrews 21, the hoisting end of the halyard is down below. So we're going to go down below and uncleat that. Now we can remove the halyard from the back of the boom and get that attached to the head of the sail and start the pre-feeding process. Now that I have that clicked in, I can start the pre-feeding process. So I'm just going to loosen my sail tie there, get the head of the sail fed into the gate. You can see the slack in the halyard, so I'm going to go down below and grab that and get the slack out. Great, I got the slack out. Now let me show you a little trick. You know you need to tie this off down below after you raise the sail. But since we haven't even left the dock yet, why put it back down below? Instead, I'm going to take the halyard and bring it to my port side jib cam cleat, which is right here. By putting it there, it's ready to raise. The only thing is, as you move around the boat, be careful you don't kick it. All right, so let's move on. Now, before we forget, let's make sure that the boom vang is totally released. The boom vang is right here. It has a cam cleat. I'm going to release that. Make sure there's slack in there. Great. Remember, the boom vang and the main sheet pull down on the boom. If they're not released, you're not going to get the sail all the way up. For demonstration purposes, we're going to raise the main at the dock. But the first thing you want to keep in mind is safety. So who's the most important person on the boat during the raise? That would be the person at the tiller and the outboard. Yes! Not only is that person keeping the boat into the wind for the raise, but they're also keeping their eye out for what's going on around the boat. Obviously, we don't want a collision during the raising of the main. Therefore, discuss your communication ahead of time. A simple command from the tiller person is stand by. That means stop what you're doing, secure yourself, I need to make a maneuver. Once the tiller person is done, they'll give you the all clear or all good and resume raising the main. To raise the main, I want to get into a safe body position. The first thing I'm going to do is grab the main halyard. Remember, we put it on the cleat. I'm going to keep tension on it because I don't want it to slide down. Next thing I want to do is get my right foot right up against the companionway wall and my left foot over to the stanchion. Now I've chosen the port side of the boat for a reason. This gives the tiller person a good view of me and it makes it easy for us to communicate, meaning they're not being blocked by the main going up and can't see me. I'm right here, we can see each other. As we are motoring into position, I'm going to loosen my sail tie. I'm not going to totally remove it. Just going to get some slack in it. The reason why I'm not going to totally remove it is I don't want the wind to grab the sail while we're still positioning. Then it's just going to dump to the deck and it's going to make it very difficult. So our boat is now in position. So let's raise the main. I've already removed the sail tie. As I start raising, obviously I want to go as quickly as possible. But if you have enough room, take it slowly and go smooth. Now as I raise, I'm watching this luff. I want that luff to go right into the track I can even pull a little bit here. Now, if the wind grabs it, it may put tension on it. Drop, and it will bind up here. Just drop it down a little bit, fix the bind, start raising again. Here you can see it getting stuck. I'm going to drop it down, get that out of the way, feed that through the gate. Won't go up. Oh, you know what it is? My next sail tie. So if you can reach it, reach back there. If you can't reach it, have one of your teammates get it and start raising again. I'm still keeping an eye on that luff as it goes up the track. There she goes. Now the reason why the sail won't go up the rest of the way is you need one of your crew members to release tension on the main sheet. We know we released the boom, so that's great. But now we need to release a little tension on the main sheet to get that last foot or so up. So releasing that main sheet let us get the rest of the main up. So there I have tension on the halyard. City living. Now I need to attach our downhaul. And what you're going to have to do is kind of play between the tension of the downhaul. That's about right there where I want it. I'm going to cleat that off. I'm maintaining tension on the halyard. Get that last little pull. That looks really great. And now I could go down below and tie it off. Now that that's tied off down below, you can turn around and say, all good. And then one of your crew members can grab the main sheet, tighten that in so nobody gets smacked by the boom. Now comes your first maneuver. If you're in tight quarters, use the outboard. But be prepared to ease the main out on your turn. You don't want a gust to hit the boat, heel it over, and take the prop out of the water. If you have plenty of room, fall off, catch the wind, make sure everybody is to the windward side, sail on, and shut down the outboard. Depending on the conditions, there may be variations in this process. Sailing is all about situational awareness and being aware of the conditions around you. During the course of your classes, we will introduce you to these different methods of raising the main. In the next video, we're going to cover raising the jib. So until then, cheers.